As a Generation 1 lover, I had to talk about this Rom-Hack, because the more I play it, the more I'm in love with it. If you've ever dreamed of a definitive yet authentic version of Pokemon Red and Blue, look no further than Pokemon PureRGB. And I must say, it truly delivers on the promise of an enhanced Generation 1 experience. There's a ton of new features and updates that I'm gonna go through in a bit, but let's break it down first. Pokemon PureRGB consists of 3 different versions: Pure Red, Pure Green, and Pure Blue. First off, the Rom-Hack aims to create the best version of a solo Kanto adventure. No matter which game you pick, all 151 Pokemon are available in each game, meaning you can complete the Kanto dex within a single game if you want. This even includes trade evolutions, which now evolve at level 37. This is already a game changer for fans of Pokemon like Gengar, as you no longer need to tediously find a way to trade yourself during a casual playthrough. Encounter rates have also been adjusted, offering far more variety for team building, especially in the early game. Now, if you want to start a brand new save file, you can do just that and enjoy a very fresh Kanto experience start to finish. But if you have an original game Red or Blue save, and would like to upgrade that original save to work with PureRGB, fear not, because there is a built-in save file updater that will make your original save compatible with this Rom-Hack. Going into the game itself, you'll notice a couple visual changes, like the Pokemon sprites have changed. Now, these aren't the sprites from Pokemon Yellow, and neither is it the Generation 2 set of sprites. Instead, the entire Pokemon sprite set has been switched to the Space World 97 versions, you know, from the infamous Gold and Silver beta. A lot of you might have forgot that the Kanto sprites were updated in that beta too, and that this specific set of Kanto sprites went unused in the final version. So it's kinda nice to see this lost set of updated sprites being used again in some way. To me, it just feels like a bit more faithful upgrade instead of just jumping ahead to Generation 2 graphics. And the best part is, you can switch between the OG sprites or the Space World sprites from your menu, giving customization to the point of changing just your front or back Pokemon sprites. You can also choose from a variety of different color palettes. First, the basic color palette that's tied to your game version. Then you have the Super Game Boy color palette, the Super Game Boy 2 color palette, and the Force GBC color palette, which uses the more intense GBC Gen 2 colors. The gameplay aspect of Pokemon PureRGB introduces a number of quality of life updates, and a lot of brand new content that just adds so much more to the original games. Let's run through all of the major features and added content. First of all, you can hold B to run, just like in later generations. There's also an item called the Pocket Abra, which is a pocket Pokemon in your bag that lets you teleport to places you've already been. After helping the SSN captain, you'll no longer need the SS ticket to access the ship area again. Other updates include a slight rework of Fuchsia City's layout, just to make it a bit easier to navigate. A PC was added to the daycare, and changes to the Pokemon evolution levels were made. Some evolve earlier now. Pokemon Learn sets have also been enhanced significantly. And there's even a new feature called the movedex, which tracks all of the moves you've used in the game. You can now catch the Ghost Marowak, which triggers a side story where it seeks revenge against Team Rocket. The Safari Zone has been revamped with 3 modes. The classic version, a free roam mode that lets you explore without step limits, and a ranger mode, where you must find and defeat 5 rangers before running out of steps. There's also now a Hyper Ball, which is a Pokeball that guarantees a catch if a target is below 1/3 HP. There's a new NPC in Fuchsia City called the Tree Deleter, who can remove all the trees for a fee. Payphones in the Celadon City's department store now allow you to call home, Professor Oak, or even your rival. The conversations are interactive too, and your choices can trigger follow-up events when you return to Pallet Town. Then there's several new locations added to the game, like the Champ Arena, a new location at the Indigo Plateau, where you can rematch gym leaders and Elite Four after becoming champion. There's now Cinnabar Volcano, an area between Pallet Town and Cinnabar Island, which is based on an unused beta dungeon for Moltres, also letting you catch Moltres early. You can now finally access Build's Garden after becoming champion, and you can now eat food at the SSN. The missingno and item duplication glitch are still present in the game, but now they won't corrupt your save file, and a long-awaited surprise, using strength on the Mew truck finally reveals Mew underneath. There's still so much more packed into this game, but I'll leave that for you to discover. The sheer amount of content is outstanding. Despite being a Gen 1 purist, I had an amazing time playing it, so I highly recommend giving it a try. Also, if you enjoyed my coverage of this Rom-Hack, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more Pokemon content, share this video with a friend, especially if you want them to play a Generation 1 game. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.